Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to In the Bag Disc Golf. What we got for you today is a new series that we're doing. It's called One Brand, One Round. The premise is we take one brand of discs, we go out to a 9-hole course, we only use those discs, we see how we end up. The distance drivers we'll be using today is the Star Glow Philo Destroyer. It's pretty cool. They don't make a lot of Star plastic glow discs. I think this may be the only one. I'm not 100%, but it's pretty sweet and it flies beautifully. And Philo's the man, so you gotta support him. We also have a Champion Glow Shrike. These are probably more considered distance drivers still, I mean technically, but if it's not a 10 speed and above, I tend to think it's a fairway driver. So we have the 2017 Nate Sexton Firebird. You gotta support Nate Sexton out there. He's one of the most professional disc golfers there is. Great guy. Besides that, the 2017 Firebird is wonderful. It's my favorite Firebird. I have 2018s and 2019s. Matter of fact, there's 2018 and there's 2019, and also I have others that I throw. Champion Valkyrie, one of my favorite discs of all time. Always in the bag. Matter of fact, this one right here, always in the bag. You can tell it's pretty beat up. Champion Sidewinder. I got this disc because I thought it was going to be an understable disc for me. And it might even be a roller disc for me. This thing's stable. It's not a Firebird, but I'm not turning this disc over. I can tell you that. Champ plus TL. It's awesome. Eagle L. Champion. This is actually the second one that I've got because the first one is in a tree and some thick bushes. Never found it. It's a less stable Eagle, and it's a very good disc. For our mid-ranges, overstable mid-range, we got our Rock X3. It's the closest thing they have to a Verdict, so that's what we're taking it out for. Our neutral mid-range is the Atlas, and the little known disc, Star Foxbat. This disc is always in my bag. It's a utility disc through and through. I tend to use it for upshots and big sky annies, just pan out. It's an overstable approach disc, AVR X3. You can throw it as hard as you want. You're not going to turn it over. It's going to hold straight, and it's going to fade predictably. Hydra. This one is a G-Star because the G-Star one, look at that. Look at that. Just look at it. Would you look at it? God, that is pretty. Got a really thick rim in it right here. I mean, like you can put your whole hand in this disc on approach size. There's water behind the basket. I don't want to lose my disc, so if I go in the water, I'm getting it back because this bad boy floats. And we will be putting with the Nexus AVR Jessica Weiss Tour Series disc. I recently got this one for the wife, so I figured why not take it out, test it out, and let her know how it goes. And she loves Alice in Wonderland, so it's pretty sweet. Hopefully we'll end up under par. Let's hit the course, see how it goes. Glow Star Destroyer. If it doesn't make a whole lot of glow plastic and Star, it's usually Champ, but this Philo Destroyer is money. Alright, we're right next to that tree. First time ever putting with this putter. Imagine it's pretty similar to any other AVR, although it is pretty flat for an AVR. AVR's usually got a little bit of dome. Typical bead. I imagine it's going to be pretty much like any other AVR. Oh, well, you can't make it if you don't get it up high enough. Alright, let's pipe it down the middle. Glow Shrike. Alright, Alright, we got that thing nice and flat and went out. We might even have a long putt. Alright, we're about 45 or so out. So we got a little over 300 on the drive. We're right here. Let's make a big putt. Whew. Way too long. Way. Alright, so we went too long. We're about 12 or 13 out. Trying to miss it, but we're safe par. So we'll go glow strike again. Or you know what? We got so many discs here. We got to start mixing it up. All right, let's go. Let's go sidewinder. Even though I won't get the distance I would with the strike, we'll go sidewinder. Alright, we are way off to the right because I didn't want to go into this ditch here, but that's okay. Alright, nice little upshot. AVR X3. That was almost bad. Pulled it too far right. Clipped that tree. Alright, longer putt than I would want to save par, but let's get it. Kind of like the way that putt. It's not bad. I think the wife's gonna like it. I don't know if she'll like the bead on there, but it's nice and flat, so it's good for smaller hands. I think she'll like it. Get an AVR X3 all the way 200 feet. I don't know. We stayed a little left, but it should be a putt. Maybe 15, 17 maybe. We'll take a bird. We'll go Valkyrie. This one's 288. Maybe we'll get close enough to get a putt. We way overshot that. I put it on way too much ante, and that thing just went way out there. We're all the way in another fairway. Well, how about that? How about that? It dropped a lot sooner than I thought. I thought we had crossed this path to the right here, but we just stayed way too far right. We probably threw it close to 300 on that one, actually. Get in. Oof. We were right over top. Right over top. That's okay. We'll take par. And our par. Not bad. Alright, here we go, strike. We're pin high. That should be putting easy. Oh, there we go. Finally get some birdie. Alright, so we almost flexed this end. We came up a little short, but it was a good line. I was telling those guys about disc golf. They were out there. They're like, everything goes left for me. Every time I throw it, I pick it up. The guy's got a rake. I said, if you're just starting out, that's way too much disc for you. What you need is something slower. You need something like the TL or an Eagle L, something with a shallower rim. Otherwise, it's just going to go out. It's going to go left, and that's exactly what they said they were running into. I said, these are the discs that y'all need to get, or mid-ranges and putters, and then you work your way up. And that's the best advice anybody can ever have. I wish I would have listened to that whenever I started. All it did was hurt me. I tried to get the biggest, baddest drivers that all the pros were throwing. And I can't do it. I still can't do it, really. There's another bird. Birdie train, 2 in a row. I had thrown this one just showing them what a putter can do, overstable putter. It got pretty good too. It could have took either one of those. But that's the best thing you can do. Throw putters, throw mid-ranges, throw fairway drivers. Understable fairway drivers. Alright, 260. We're going Eagle L. We're going to keep it low. We're going to ace. Well, we're not going to ace, but we're getting another birdie. Kept it nice and low under that tree right there. You see there's this tree right here. Had to go under it, flex it through, and it worked its way back. Alright, luckily we have this hill right here, so we got a little bit of a scoot towards the basket, so we got a nice easy birdie, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is for 4 under. How about that? Bam. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to throw the Firebird here. And I can't get it as far as I can my other distance drivers, but we haven't thrown it yet, so we're going to throw it now. We're short of the hill, of course, but it is what it is. I can't get that thing that far. And we haven't thrown a lot of these. Let's throw some for funsies. We'll start off TL. See, right up next to that tree. Let's throw this Atlas. Little hyzer flip action. Rock X3. That's actually right up next to that dang Firebird. Let's go Fox bat. This thing, if I try to throw it really hard, it's just going to turn right over into a roller. So we'll just throw it nice and soft and on a hyzer. See, it still worked its way to the right, which is good. Here's the AVR X3. Just enough stability to stay straight. And the G-Star Hydra. Pretty much in the same spot. I wonder what this AVR throws like. Huh, I might have been able to throw that flat. So not only did the Rock X3 go on the same exact distance as the Firebird, but it actually went a little bit further. About 2 inches further, actually. How about that? I did throw this pretty well, though. Either way, we're way short, so we're taking par. I got that up high enough, didn't I? Jeez. Oh, far. Alright, so not bad. We ended up 4 down. Alright, so that's it for the INNOVA one brand, one round. We ended up 4 down. That's not bad. Definitely missed a couple opportunities, but I hit a couple of good putts, had some good shots. Let us know down in the comments if you like these kinds of videos. We'll be posting some more here shortly. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you know when we post another one of these. And you can see how some of these discs will fly for the average guy, which I am very much the average guy. Not a big arm, but not a little weenie arm. Just barely over a weenie arm. But we'll see you next time. Alright, so we're back. We didn't really get a chance to throw any of these discs. I threw a couple of them on the practice throws. I don't know why, but I never came across an opportunity to throw the TL, so we threw it on a practice throw. It kind of gets out there, kind of leaks right a little bit, but doesn't dip on you. It just leaks out right a little bit and then fades down. Ends up just straight as you can be. The Hydra, I don't think we threw it at all. Like I said in the intro, you can power this thing up and it's just going to go straight. It's a good disc. It's a reliable disc. You're not going to turn it over unless you want to, and even then it's going to fight back in the end. You're making some approaches and there's water around or something like that. Look into one of these. They're pretty good. The Fox bat, I threw on a couple of practice throws out there just messing around. Never really needed it today, so I may put one of them on tape just to show you how unstable it really is. I put it out there on a hyzer at one point and it flipped up flat and it went out right. The Atlas, I think we might have thrown it on the practice throw. I think that's about it. I didn't think it had any kind of pop top like that. Usually these are pretty flat, but this Champion one's got a little dome, little heartbeat. But the Nexus AVR Jessica Weiss, it's a solid putter. I like it. It's a little flatter on top. It's almost concave on the top. Not quite a Yeti Pro. It's not concave like that, but it's in between that and a regular AVR. So if you like flat disc and you say you really like the AVR, but you wish it wasn't so domey and it was smaller in the hand, Nexus AVR Jessica Weiss. That's what you're looking for. Speaking of flat, AVR X3. I threw this on a couple of shots. It's just predictable. I mean, I put power in it, straight, fades hard in the end. It's everything you want in an approach disc. Rock X3. It's good. It's good. I love overstable mid ranges, and that's everything that it is, and it worked out well. Champion Eagle, I mean it's a straight flyer. It'll leak out on you, but it'll come back. It's like the TL, but a little less stable than the TL. The TL plus, if you throw it hard and flat, it's pretty much going to stay going straight and hyzer out just a little bit. The Eagle L will leak a little bit and then hyzer. So you kind of end up with the same shots, but if you put this on an ante, it'll hold that ante for a little while before it fights out. Champion Sidewinder, I mean this will hold, this one anyway, will just hold the line. Like there was a time I put it out, I tried to put it on an ante because I was trying to stay away from the ditch that was on the left side, and it just held that ante the whole way. It never dumped out, and never rolled, it never cut rolled when it hit. It just held that ante and flattened out and hit the ground. Valkyrie is always good. I've had this one a long time. It's been in my bag pretty much from the beginning. I've been playing a couple years, and this one's been with me. I've lost it a few times, gotten it back. It's a great disc. Good beginner disc too. Good pro disc. Good intermediate disc. It's just a good disc. If you don't have a Valkyrie, I don't care if you throw INNOVA or if you don't throw INNOVA, Valkyrie is a good disc. Firebird. We threw it on 9. It's real stable. I mean, I never throw it off the tee really unless I'm trying to get out and get over. But it's a very predictable disc. I usually have a Firebird or a Felon in my bag. So, but today we were INNOVA, so I had the Firebird. The Strike it's a great distance driver. Good for any arm speed. If you have a really low arm speed, you really don't need to be throwing distance drivers. I don't care how understable it is. Philo, Star, Destroyer. I just love Philo, man. He's cool, man. He's a cool cat. And Star, Glow, Plastic. You don't find that very often, so check that out. It's a Destroyer. Everybody's throwing a Destroyer. It's going to go out and it's going to fade. It's not a McBeast Destroyer. Those things are meat hooks. But you can get this out. You can put it on an ante. You can get it to flex. You can throw it flat. It'll go, fade. You can throw it on a hyzer. It's going to stay on hyzer. It's a Destroyer. It wasn't a bad round today. We did all right. We could have done better. We could have done worse. All in all, it was a disc golf day. We had a good time. We appreciate you watching. Like I said before, on the course, like, share, subscribe. Hit the little bell for notifications. Help us grow here. Help us grow disc golf. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.